I'm gonna talk about it, and we're gonna try to find some kind of solution to it. Okay, we're gonna try to find some kind of solution to it. So it is what it is. Let for no further ado, let's get right into it. Get right into it. As you can see, there's all type of bullying. Let's concentrate on the kid. Okay. See, being bullied can leave you feeling helpless, humiliated, depressed, or even suicidal. But there are ways to protect yourself or your child at school or elsewhere and deal with it. To understand that, to understand it, we got to first realize what it is. What what is bullying, right? We got to find out. We got to understand the definition of bullying. Got to understand what it is first before before you can do anything else. See, what is bullying? What is bullying? Okay, let's see what it says. Bullying is repeated aggressive behavior that can be physical, verbal, or rational. Take place in person, online, at school, work, in the neighborhood, even at home. Bullies are often relentless, bullying over and over again for long periods of time. You may live in constant fear where and when the bully will strike next, what they'll do, and how far they'll go. Unless you directly experience bullying, you may not realize just how devastating it can be, especially to a child or teenager. Respect, Dallas TV. Respect. You don't, you don't, you don't get it how a child and a teenager feel. You don't get how a person that is being bullied feels. And sometimes when we joke and play around with some folks, some folks might take it as them being bullied. Okay, let's go on ahead. See, as well as being deeply hurtful, bullying can leave you feeling angry, afraid, helpless, isolated, ashamed, and even guilty that the bullying is somehow your fault. You may even feel suicidal. Respect to name, respect Ella Renee, Ella, respect. See, this right here is what we're talking about. This kind of tactic to try to bully people. See, I don't like bullies. I hate bullies. See, I'm gonna tell you a story what happened in school with me. I'll tell you what happened in school with me. Yeah, I'm from Alabama, yeah. These are kids in school. I was small, yeah. I'm still small, but they thought they can bully me. And some of us on the football team, I was on the football team. See, I didn't, no, you're not finna bully me. After they found out that I would fight them and that I'm not an easy pushover, they stopped. They stopped. Hey, Mark, if anybody comes in here and they try to start trouble on this serious subject, you already know what to do. Get them out of here. Get them out. See, this is a serious subject. Let's go on to the next one. Your physical health is likely to suffer, and you are at a greater risk of developing mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. See, yeah, I see. Yeah, I can see your comment. I can see your comment. I seen it. See, you're more likely to miss, skip, or drop out of school to avoid being bullied. That's what the kids go through. That's what teenagers go through. They feel like they is their fault. See, we can deal with the ones outside of the household. We can deal with the ones on the outside of the household. But when they get bullied at home by the brother or by their sister, or they feel like the mom or dad is bullying them, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, let's keep going. Who don't think bullying should be tolerated? Yeah, you can't yell at no kids. Yelling don't get nowhere. It's just like two adults arguing with each other. See, one, when y'all both man to man, woman to woman, woman to man arguing with each other, all that yelling, we're not paying attention to what each other's saying. We're not paying attention to what each other's saying. Cause we're not listening. See, sometimes we gotta sit down and talk with our child, our teenagers. All right. Then we gotta let them sit down and talk to us. Let us tell us how they feeling for the day. We don't want our kids and anybody commit suicide because they are being bullied. Then some females that some women that get bullied, that low self-esteem comes in. The low self-esteem comes in. Then I don't care if the man white, black, blue, or green, purple. She wind up getting with a man that's no good for him. Guess what? She's stuck in this bad situation. They're stuck in a bad situation. Hit them like button. Who feel what I'm talking about? Give me some flames. Put them flames in there. If you feel what I'm talking about. Okay, they're gone. Let's look at the types of bullying. Let's look at the types of bullying. That's physical bullying. Isn't limited to hitting, kicking, or pushing you, or even just threatening to do so. It can also include stealing, hiding, or ruining your things, or hazing, harassment, humiliation, or making you do things you don't want to do. Respect. I can't stick up pronounce your name. Respect. Dallas respect. Lejeune J. Respect. HBCRS. Respect. See, people don't get the definition of bullying. They think bullying just we talk about it and make shame of whatever. No, that's a physical. See, if you take somebody's thing and knock it out their hand and go, they got there's some food in their hand, knock it out of their hand, go throw it in the trash can. That's bullying. Okay, verbal bullying includes name calling, teasing, taunting, insulting, or otherwise verbally abusing you. Okay, so to tell me you teasing a person, name calling them, taunting them, hey, that's verbal abuse. That is bullying. That's a type of bullying. Like I said, if y'all joking around or joking around, another person joking around, and they tell you the other person tells you, hey, they don't like that, and y'all continue to do it, that verbal bullying. Okay. Relationship bullying includes refusing to talk to you, excluding you from groups or activities, spreading lies or rumors about you or forcing you into uncomfortable or humiliating situations. Excuse me there. Hmm. That can go for wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, mom, kids, dad, kids. It don't matter. It's a relationship. If you do that, that is bullying. Let's get to the main one I really want to talk about. Okay, two of the main one I want to talk about: cyberbullying. Unlike traditional bullying, doesn't require face-to-face contact and isn't limited to just handful of witness at a time. Cyberbullying can occur anywhere at any time, and the method used to cyberbully can range from sending threatening or taunting messages via email, text, social media, or IM to sexting, posting revenge porn, or stealing your online identity to hurt and humiliate you. You're right about that. There's some kids that bully their parents. You know why that is? Because their parents let them get away with so much. They feel like, hey, I can do this. Let me go do this right here. See, it's both of the parents and the child's fault. Parent fault because they were trying to give them everything and not set a limit, a standard for them, or guideline for them. And the kids fault because doing what they're doing, and they bite the hand that feed them. See, cyberbullying is going on now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. See, people want to see that way cyberbullying is on these social media outlets. They want to sit behind a computer, phone, laptop, and type some messages to you because they feel safe in their own home or whatever they're doing it from. Yeah, it's easy to type whatever you want to type in a comment section. The question is, could you do it in front of their face? See, that's bullying going at work too. See, bullying at work is far more widespread than we imagine. Far more being limited to kids and teen bullying can frequently occur in workplace, where whether you're in an office, on a factory floor, even working remotely. Bullying at work can add stress to any job and leave you feeling angry, embarrassed, and vulnerable. That's anybody. That is anybody. That's anybody. That's anybody. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the myths. The myth of bullying. See, the myth is only bullying if someone is physically hurt. Words cannot hurt. That's a lie. Fact: children and teens have killed each other and committed suicide after being involved in verbal relationship or cyberbullying. Words do hurt, and they can have a devastating effect on emotional well-being of anyone, but especially young people. Especially young people. See, yeah, that's saying sticky stone may break my bone, but words never hurt me. Yeah, the words not hurt me because the words ain't gonna hurt them because they gonna hurt themselves. See, and here's another myth: good kids don't bully. All kids make mistakes in part of growing up. Parents who deny the possibility that their children is capable of being hurtful make it harder for bullies to get the help they need. Who believes bullying? Okay, who is adult, child, man, or woman? If you married, got a boyfriend, got a girlfriend, got a husband, got a wife, got kids, and your husband or whoever says something about this woman in front of her, pull your snippet of your kid to the side. Hey, that's not right. That's not right. Okay. Bullies are simply bad people and should be expelled from school. There are a lot of reasons why kids bully some or bully themselves at home or elsewhere. Others bully only when they feel stressed or overwhelmed. See, bullies. Yeah, you gotta take a step back, look at it. See, if some if a child or a man or a woman bully somebody else, more likely they get bullied from somewhere else, and they gotta deflect that onto somebody else. See, we gotta take a look back on that. Don Don Dallas TV. Thank you so much. Respect to you, brother. Respect to you. I'll be checking out your channel too. Bullies are simply bad people. Bully can be anybody. A bully can be anybody. See, kids can be either bullies or victims, not both. Kids can, I'm going to say it, not just kids. Anybody can often change roles, going from victim to bully and back again. For example, a bully in fifth grade may be a victim when he moves to middle school, or a victim in the playground can take revenge and become the bully online. Respect Don Dollars. Okay, I got it now. I got it now. Yep. Respect to you, bro. Take it easy. Drink plenty of water out there. See, I'm just I'm just going to see, this is how you deal with a bully. This is how you deal with a bully. It's not your fault, no matter what a bully says or does. You should not be ashamed of who you are or what you feel. The bully is the person with the problem, not you. I'm never ashamed about who I am or how I feel or how I feel. Because guess what? I'm gonna be the same person I always been. I'm gonna speak my mind. I wouldn't care who like it. Okay? Don't beat yourself up. Don't make a bully incident worse by dwelling on it or playing it over and over in your head. Instead, focus on the positive experiences in your life. Hmm. Learn to manage stress. You gotta find some way to relieve stress. Work out, walk, run, ride a bike, swim, something to take your mind out what stresses you out. That means doing things you enjoy doing. See, you got to refrain from doing everything. You know what I'm saying? It just, the bottom line is you got to know yourself. You got to know yourself. You got to know your self-worth. Because bullying is not the way to go. It's definitely not the way to go. If you go that route, you're gonna be alone in a long. You're gonna be a long day's work, heartache, and pain. You're gonna be miserable if you're doing the bullying. You're gonna be real hurt if you're doing the bullying. Salute, Papa Williams, salute, respect, respect. You're gonna be a real hurt. Because guess what? They said hurt people hurt people. Yeah, but not necessarily true. See, you gotta get down to why that person is bullying somebody. They might be getting bullied at the house, at school, work. Somebody might get, you can go walk down the street, go to the store, you might get bullied. But you gotta know yourself. And I know as adults, we work so much and we get stressed at work that someone's bringing home to our family and they pay the price. They pay the price. We might not see it. We might not feel it, but the spouse do, and your kids do. You got any kids. Why you think so many domestic violence cases is gone? It is being reported. See, there's women out there that get bullied by men, and vice versa too. It's like I want you, and nobody else wants you. Calling a name, shaming them. That's the type of bullying. And then when that person try to leave that significant other, then we get into the other grounds of this story, stalking. See, this all bullying, stalking stuff that going on now on social media, you're gonna have to stop because we don't know who's also in the chat. We don't know what their mental health is. We don't know their mental state. We don't know their mental state because we don't know how it feels. Some of us don't know how to feel to be bullied. Some of us don't know how to feel to be stalked. The question I'm asking, what are you going to do when it happens to you or somebody that you love? What you going to do? Don't forget, you've been doing it for a while to other people. What you going to do when it hit home? Hard. See, you tell me one thing, but guess what? It's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. Okay. Let's go see if stalking and bullying is the same thing, which we both know it's not. Okay. I'm looking it up now. Hold on. Just make sure. Okay. Here we go. See, guess what? That's a reason why I don't like cats. Cause guess what? They be stalking. They be stalking. Cause guess what? It says pursue or approach stealthily. Stride somewhere in a proud, stiff, and angle manner without another word. She turned and stalked out. Well, that ain't the what stalked out. Yeah, okay, we can run out the door, but that ain't the one I'm talking about. Stalking involve behavior towards a person that make them feel unsafe. Someone who stalks may know their victim intimately, as in a former partner or loved one, or barely at all, as in a celebrity. See, hold on, let me get you give me a drink of water right quick. See, you might have a man stalking a woman stalking a man, or a man and a woman stalking a celebrity. Hit the fire emoji up. Give me some fire emoji. You understand what I'm talking about. See, we as humans, I said, we as humans sometimes don't get the picture. See, stalking is kind of like obsession with somebody. It's called obsession with somebody. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, let go. I got some for you. Let go to here. Three things everyone should know about stalking. Sometimes it can be hard to know where to draw the line between annoying, clingy interaction and stalking. Shows and movies can make it seem like persistent is the key to winning someone over. It's not. Yeah, but persistent can quickly turn into discovery or fear when it's unwelcome. Here are a few things everyone should know about stalking. I want y'all to listen to this clearly now. I want y'all to listen to this clearly. Stalking goes beyond following someone. It can include a variety of techniques which can happen in person or online. Stalking is defined as a pattern or unwanted behavior directed at a specific person, which causes that person to change their routine or feel afraid, nervous, or in danger. See, when a person go change their daily routine, sometimes they daily routine or weekly routine, sometimes you got to do that to change up the flow of things. But when they had to change up because of a person, you know you stalking. That's a stalking behavior. Here's an example of stalking behavior. Repeated unwanted phone call, text message, etc. that may or may not be threatening. Okay. Creating fake profile to continue to contact that person after they have been blocked on their personal account. That what we got going on social media right now. See, when a person blocks you, no matter what social media outlet you on, don't go make another profile just to see what this other person doing. He or she blocked you for a reason. See, you stalking and you trying to bully a person. observing, following, or constantly showing up wherever the person goes. Now that's creepy. That's real creepy. If somebody shows up wherever you go to, you see this person there. That's creepy. I don't care a man showing up where a woman go or a woman showing up where a man go. That is creepy. Okay. Observing, waiting outside of the personal class, home, job, or car, etc. See, that's why some of y'all get into these relationships. Y'all don't know how crazy some of these men and women are. They show up to your job, wait outside in the parking lot, ask you this question like y'all still together. Leaving notes, giving other items for the person. That is stalker's ways there. Post a message image of the person on social media or in discussion group. Vandalize the destruction of property, including sabotage of schoolwork. Break into the person's home or car. Hack into the person's social media, email or other accounts. Sound familiar? Sound very familiar, don't it? Collect the information about the person through friends, family members, co-workers, or acquaintances. That kind of odd. That kind of strange. Contact the other people in order to gain information about how to access them. It's just like a person come ask you for a phone number of a person that you got that they want to get in contact with you. What you do, you get a phone number to the person that want to get in contact with you, or you call the person that they want to get in contact with them and tell them that the person wants your number and ask them, do you want them to give that person their number? No, you don't. Stalking can happen to anyone. While stalking is often directed at someone from a previous or current intimate relationship, a person can also be stalked by former friends, roommate, classmates, or someone they have occasionally or never met before, including matches from dating apps. How are some ways to identify healthy, unhealthy, and concerning behavior that may require additional help or support? Healthy boundaries are when you say no and the other person respectfully leaves and does not contact you again. You said no and the other person contacts you again. That's stalking behavior. Consider discussing with someone or documenting what is happening when you say no again. Consider calling the police and seeking help when you are contacted repeatedly. See, that's what you got to see. If you want to pursue somebody and they tell you no, they not interested, leave them alone. See, now that's stalking. Here's what it comes into bullying right here. The other person directly threatens you, tries to physically harms you, or damage your property, including your pets. See, that was stalking goes overbound to bullying. Stalking is a serious criminal offense. Stalking behavior by themselves may or not be illegal. However, context of the behaviors and the impact they have on other persons are key. Stalking violates CU campus policy and is considered serious crime in Colorado. It's a serious crime in Colorado. So you think about stalking somebody, you better. Okay, I'm gonna read you the stalking laws in Georgia here. The crime of stalking is set NOCGA 16-5-90 and states that a person will be convicted when he or she follows, places under surveillance, or contact another person at or about a place or places without the consent of the other person for the purpose of harassing, intimidating the other person. See, the court in Georgia has broken down contact to include any communication included without being limited to communication in person, by telephone, by mail, by broadcast, by computer network, or by any other electronic devices. What's up, Mr. Y2K? What's up?
Here we go. Hey, Mr. D Truth, how you doing today, man? This is an incredible subject you got going on here.
Yeah. It's got to be talked about because it's going on too much and too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in a variety of different ways too, like you just mentioned. You know, this last one you hit on about computers.
Yeah.
When the FCC allowed the federal government to be able to tap us, claiming they're looking for terrorists, that also allowed all of the networks, the TV, the phone companies, the internet. It allowed all those people to allow stalking.
Yeah.
You know, because if you get a call from an area code, your area code, from an unknown number, and you answer that call, and it says, "This is Mary. I'm calling about that stick in the mud you call a friend." You know, I'm just using an example.
Yeah.
And you know, this is a recorded line. Well, that is the same goddamn commercial I done heard come at me at 725 area code with a live person from India.
Yeah.
Stalking me.
Yeah. And I understand telemarketing got a job to do. I understand that. Okay, we all got a job to do. And the thing is, if you constantly do it and threatening, whatever, guess what? That stalking turns into bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a serious crime. And we already, I'm not just talking about black people, white people. Respect Kalani management. And we as humans, just like the example I gave about bullying, we can be talking about somebody and whatever, and say, man, you talking, and we talk about Kalani, and I'm just using this as an example, and he said, man, I don't like what y'all talking about me, and we continue to do it. That's bullying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, we got to learn. See, just like a Dollars TV said, that kid bullying the parents. Just like I said before. See, I blame both of them, the kids and the parent. You know why I blame the parents? Because look how much stuff they let them get away with. Then all of a sudden they can't get away with it. What they gonna do?
And you know, the other side of that parenting is that you could be treated so bad at home, you could be neglected, you could be refused to have, you know, adequate clothing to go to school in. And guess what you will do when you go outside? You'll bully other kids, especially if they start out making fun of you. You'll pick out the weakest one that call himself bullying you, and you'll start bullying him because he's weak.
Yep, you're right.
You know, but at home, your parents, they yell and they scream at each other. One's bullying the other one. Sometimes your mama's calling your daddy a cocksucking motherfucker, and your daddy's responding with a bitch, I'll slap the fuck out you, you know? And that behavior grinds into you that when you go outside around your other friends, I'll give you a classic example. Now, I'm not prejudiced against white people because I'm partly white, but my next door neighbor had older brothers and sisters, an alcoholic daddy, and a no account mama, right? And the word must have went around in the house a lot without them knowing what the true meaning of the N word was. And one day he tried to bully me from some shit that his family was doing to him. Well, he didn't know. I was getting bullied by my brother and my sister that was 17, 16 years older than me. So when I come outside, I'm being a nice guy, but boy, you could get fucked up from the way I get treated in this house. And so he wanted something of mine, and I said, you can't have it. And he had something, and I said, well, I trade you. You play with mine, I play with you. No, I want both of them. I said, you ain't getting both of them. He said, and he said something, and then he said nigger. And I didn't know, I never heard the word before. I didn't know that it meant king, royalty, in ancient times. I didn't know. So I went inside and I said, and I called my niece a nigger because she was my little princess. That was my little ace coon boom, right? I called her a nigger. And my sister heard that and went yelling to my mama that Mama Butch and my sister is 16 years older than me, jealous bitch ass motherfucker, because for 16 years she was the baby. And then come me with some other man. I think she's fucked my daddy and made me a niece too, but that's another story. And so she, jealous ass, she goes and tells my mama, Butch called Diane a nigger. My mama came in and slapped me. And I guess nigger ain't a cool word to use around the house, right? So I went back outside and I went over to my next door neighbor's house. And when he came outside, I said, "You're a nigger." And his sister heard me call him a nigger. She come running down the street thinking she's gonna beat me up. My sister come running down the steps and beat the shit out of the girl and her mama. And then the daddy comes, and now my brother, and they didn't even live with me. They just happened to be over the house that day. So we both had been abused in the house and thought it was okay to go outside and try to abuse others.
Yeah. And thing is, see, what people fail to realize, bullying and stalking go hand in hand.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand. Because it's not just the person that you intimate with that you be stalking. It could be the person that somebody fantasize about. Follow them all the way around. And once a person tell you no, no means no. No don't mean yes.
Yeah. Or maybe.
I don't remember last time no being maybe or yes. I correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. See, and like I said, I hate bullies.
Yeah, me and you were in the same boat because, man, my mama sent me to work at my auntie's store when I was 7, right? So I always had money. And then up around 11, I started getting stalked by these bullies because they knew I had money. And they wanted to rob me. Every Saturday, I'd get off this bus at a certain time. They would be there. And then they would follow me to my door, And my older brother and sister didn't live with me. So I was like the oldest child. And my mama worked certain hours. And my daddy, he was, doing his thing. So I was independent. So you say you hate bullies? I hate bullies enough, man. If I saw one, I'd slap the fuck out of them and dare them to do something about it. You have to excuse the way I talk, man. I'm from a really horrible place in this country, called St. Louis, Missouri. And you just, like I said, this is a great subject because I can relate to, I could give you a classic example. People might accuse me and say, man, everything you say, Will got something to say about it, that he had it happen to him. I'm like, well, not everything. It depends on what you're talking about. But this subject right here, these cats used to wait for me to get off that bus, follow me to the house. I'd be lucky if it was Saturday because I would call from my auntie's house and tell my mama, can you meet me outside? There's some boys, trying to hurt me. And my mama wouldn't even, she was like, boy, if you don't shut up, get off this phone. I was like, huh? And so I had to do all kind of crazy stuff. One time I buried my money and all my valuables up the street and got off the bus a block up, buried my shit, and then walked down. And there they was, stalking me to bully me and rob me. Next time, I went past my stop, ducked down on the bus at my stop, went up to the next stop because my house was between the two stops, and I walked down to my house. They came running at me, boy. Once they noticed that they saw me up the street, I ran too. I put my head down running, and luckily I beat them to the door of my house and got in the house, slammed the door, and then they were pounding on it. My mama said, "Bush, stop making all that noise." I said, "It ain't me, mama." Well, tell your friends to stop beating on that. They ain't my friends, mama. So I don't escape being bullied on the street and followed to get in the house to get bullied some more by my mom. And later on, I'll tell you what happened to me when I got older with that stalking me, fighting me, robbing me. It was crazy, man. And you know what that word was, stalking. I never heard nobody stalking. They never asked us in school, "Are you being stalked?" We'd have been like, "What the hell does stalk mean?" I'd have to pull out that big old red Webster's dictionary and look that one up. It probably wasn't even in there then, right? And bullying, man, this kid right here is getting bullied, and then he gonna try to bully me, and I'm sitting here looking at him getting bullied. I'm like, you can't do that. You can't be somebody's chump, and then you're gonna come over here and chump me because you're getting chumped.
That's usually how it goes, though.
That's what I'm really getting at. That's what I'm really trying to say. Generally, a kid that's getting bullied is getting bullied by somebody like a brother, sister, mama, daddy at home, and then comes outside to pick on suspects. You look like Butch, you look like a prime candidate for me to hit you across the back of your head. And if you walk up to Miss B's to go play pinball, I'm gonna walk in there and slap you across the back of your head and then try to take your money from you and tell you to buy me a cheeseburger. Or something, slap you across your head some more. That kind of stalking, bullying. I know all about that kind of stuff. I have cut and stabbed a lot of kids when I was growing up as a kid behind those two behaviors, that stalking me and bullying me. I've gone to parts of the neighborhood with my nephews where they lived at, and one kid was bullying them and was stalking them. And I told him, "Hey, man, leave Larry alone." He's going to have the nerve to say to me, "Well, what you got to do with it?" And I was like, "Hey, you don't know me, dude. You just need to leave him alone." "No, nigga, what?" Like he calling me out. I beat that boy up so bad, he tried to tell his little brother, who I had stuck up for, who loved the shit out of me and my nephews. He told him to shoot me. "Okay, you done stalking me. You done bullying me. Now you want to tell your little brother to shoot me, like as if I'm going to put my hands down so you could beat me up now." I'm not from that part of town, son. Like I said, man, I'm from a horrible place, and this stuff just is flowing out of my brain like it's just happened a few minutes ago. And I'm explaining to the police why they need to let me go.
Okay.
But my fault. He came on me. Sorry about that once again, man.
No, don't worry about it. This is from Georgia law right here. See, stalking defined as following, surveillance, or contact with another to harass, intimidate, aggravated stalking in violation of court order, bond injunction, or probation. Punishment / classification: misdemeanor, aggravated stalking, felony, imprisonment minimum 1 year and maximum 10 years, and fine maximum 10,000. Repeat
Wow.
penalty for repeat offenders. For the second and subsequently conviction, felony, imprisonment minimum 1 year, maximum 10 years, arrest or restraining order specifically authorized by statute. You have restraining order issued upon filing of a petition setting for probable cause. Constitutionally protected activity is exempted. Yes. So, in other words, you're gonna get 1 to 10 years max. 1 to 10 year maximum and $10,000 fine.
Mm.
they found you guilty of stalking. I don't know how it is in other states. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna check something out here. I'm looking to see what other states. Hold on. Let's see. So okay, let me go here. Let's take a look at. Let's look at Texas. See what they say here. Let's see. Let's see what Texas got to say. Okay. Okay, they got punishment and classification is third-degree felony, penalty for repeat offense, second-degree felony, arrest and restraining orders, specific orders by statute. Let's see. They get no what length of time in jail or whatever in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, every state is different. Every state is different. Because I know California got to have a lot of stalker laws in there because all them stars. You feel me? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
You know what the worst this is? While you look that up,
What is it?
And Kalani can tell you. He can testify to this. Man, I had a wife. My wife used to stop me at work to the point where I would have to quit my job and go get a job somewhere else until I made a mistake of giving her the number at my new job. And she would stop me at that job through the phone. You know, back when cell phones first came out, you had to pay by the minute. She would run up my cell phone bill, just constantly calling me until I figured it out. You are calling me to make sure I'm at work because you're fucking up and you're drinking with your alcoholic ass and you ain't supposed to be drinking. You're supposed to be in a program somewhere or something, right? And she would just stop me. She would, take my car, go through my shit. And man, when I first married her, she was cool for a year. Then I married her, and then one day she came on out that bullying bag. She started bullying me and balling up her fist at me, telling me, "I'll fuck you up." And when that didn't work, she said, "I'll call the police on your ass and have you locked up." Because she was white, right? And like I said, I'm not prejudiced because I'm part white, and half my family is white, And I told myself, I said, she is some kind of stupid, ain't she, Butch? I'm like, yep, because she let her call the police to see who goes to jail here. Yeah, let her do that, because, mental illness, a lot of stalking type people and bullies as kids, teenagers, adults have a mental illness of depression or anxiety, and so they just blindly doing something, like if you and me was walking somewhere and you told me, hold up, Will, I'm gonna go in here, I'll be right back. And I would stop because I comprehend that. That means stop right here. You stay right here, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
But a person, a stalker, if you told them to leave you alone, they would just keep doing the same thing to you and with a blank look on their face, and you have no idea that that's their mental illness is preventing them from even comprehending what you just said. So you have to be careful. I have, like I tell everybody, and I tell you, and I tell everybody this, I have a lot of education from the street. I went to the school to learn the processes and the titles and the definition of words of actions I've seen growing up. And one thing I've learned about the two types of bullies, one type of bully is a kid with a mental illness, and everybody picks on him. And then suddenly, here we are playing marbles. He ain't good enough to play marbles with us, but he's older than us. Now he's picking on us to take our marbles. He ain't out shooting us. He's just taking our marbles and acting like he dares us to do something about it. With that blank look in his face, like he has no constructive thought process that maybe what I'm doing is wrong. I should just shoot better. I'm older than they are. I should just shoot better than they do and win their marbles, rather than you just gonna come up and grab me by the shirt and tell me to give you my marbles. I'll give you this knife stuck in your goddamn stomach is what I used to do. I'm telling you, man, I come from a horrible place, man.
Yeah.
But I was talking about my wife. So the police show up. I got a lump on my thumb, and you know, in domestic violence, whoever's got a mark on them, the other person got to go to jail. Or when the police show up, whoever don't calm the fuck down and shut up and just answer the questions with a clear look in their eye is going to jail. She went to jail. Okay. That started our process. This is what I mean. Kalani knows what I'm talking about. We have been inside of places. Nancy was her name. Gets out of jail, ain't even supposed to be coming nowhere near me, and kick the goddamn door open. Talk about stalking and bullying. I didn't really think about it until you said it today, D-Truth. I had to applaud you for this, man, with this title of your I want to call it a meeting. It's like we're in some kind of sobriety meeting when I come in. No.
I'm Dr. Fields, psychiatrist. I just sit back and listen, let you get that one out.
I know you do, man. And then I had to tell myself, Will, you don't went far enough with your clinical speaking there. Shut up, stop, back up, and let this man have his show back. You know, but it started a long process, man, in and out of jail, and no matter where I moved to, when she would go be in the program, she'd get sobered up and they give her medication.
No, I'm letting what Kalani put on here. I'm letting what Kalani put.
Yep. No more locked doors after that. We don't. We call it. We're gonna have a meeting on the 8th floor with the door unlocked, with the bubble down, looking out the window at that motherfucker that we paid $40 throwing our flyers in the trash can. But that door unlocked. Why lock the door when your wife, a woman, kicked the motherfucker open and came on in when he's supposed to be out of jail? She wasn't supposed to be nowhere near that damn apartment. Done stalked me to that apartment. Then got me convinced she didn't have nowhere to go. But by the time she got to my house, she was fully loaded. And I told her, Nancy, you can't come in here. She backed up, kicked the goddamn door open.
Respect, Levy. Respect. See, here's the punishment in California right here. Here's the punishment in California. If convicted of stalking crime, a stalking crime as a misdemeanor, it is punishable by county jail time of up to 1 year, a fine up to $1,000, a summary probation. Okay. If convicted of stalking crime as a felony offense, and defendant may expect state prison time to up to 5 years, fine up to $1,000, a formal probation. See, that's just a slap on the wrist compared to what Georgia got.
Yeah, but man, you be in California, and you get that jail time. If you got 30 days in jail in California, you get out, you ain't got nowhere to live. You'll be a homeless, broke motherfucker. You know, after 30 days. But my wife, man, she wound up with 2 years in prison behind that violating the restraining order of stalking. That part was in there. Stalking was in there. You know, because she wasn't supposed to come around me. And the first thing she thought, the first time it happened, she gonna tell me in court after she done got out of jail and all sober that, honey, I'm okay now. You should just tell the judge to drop that restraining order. And like a fool, I said, okay. I was a fool until I got out that courtroom. Then I snapped out of it. I said, wait a minute.
You too late then?
No, I wasn't too late yet, because I still needed to go downstairs and stand in that line to tell that clerk that I wanted to, drop that. By the time I got to the front of that line, I understood one thing. We're gonna keep the restraining order in place, but we're gonna call for peaceful coexistence. Yeah, peaceful coexistence. That means no stalking, no bullying. Just be peaceful, or go take that shit somewhere else. So when I come back upstairs, the judge and I say, okay, Mr. Lyons, is everything taken care of? I said, yes, sir. He says, great. I see here that This is what we're going to be proceeding with. He didn't say nothing to her. He didn't give her no fucking clues, right? He didn't give her one damn clue. She just thought that restraining order had been dropped. Hey, let me ask you this, panel. You ever been to jail? You ever been convicted of a crime, D-Truth?
Yep.
And then got probation behind it?
Nope.
I've gotten probation behind it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
That probation is like a restraining order modified.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a restraining order modified. Restrain yourself from all the shit that got you here, or else you'll be back and then I'll fuck you real good. And she thought I dropped that restraining order, man. And next time she got up out of line with me at 7 on 9th Street in San Jose, California, and I called the police on her. And when they showed up, I pulled out my paperwork. I said, I got a restraining order against Nancy, and y'all need to go in there and get her white ass out this damn apartment. Because I had the balls on my side then. Muscles all flexed up around my neck. Because I know I'm in the right. We ain't going to have no conversation. Black man, white woman. Ain't going down. Here, white man paperwork say, go get that bitch up out of there. She's stalking me. Okay.
It's just like this right here. The bottom line is, if you don't want to be stalked, don't you stalked or bullied, don't do it to nobody else.
Yeah.
Because if you do it to somebody else, guess what? It's gonna come back to you tenfold harder.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of cyber bullying, cyber stalking going on. And people don't realize that's a penalty you got to pay.
Yeah.
I don't care, $10,000, $1,000 fine, probation, prison time, jail time. It doesn't matter.
Hey, I got a question for you on that. Then, not a statement this time, but a question. Is that what is kind of thing is going on? Now, I don't mean to bring up other stuff in your chat room, but it's people I know you know. Is that what Armando is going through? And who was we listening to yesterday? 7. Is that kind of like what's going on there? People, because y'all are calling it doxing, but to me, it sounds like bullying.
But yeah, bullying, stalking. Yeah, it's all. I don't care what I don't care how you look at it. Because if you doxing, stalking, bullying, any way you look at it, you try to get somebody to do something that they don't want to do, and they're not doing it, and you get mad. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I gotta go make sure mom get something to eat for dinner time. And hey, I'm relaxed. I can't wait to see what I'm relaxed. Can't see who else comes on, and I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm talking about tomorrow. Never know.
You'll come up with something, huh?
I'll come up with something. And I know Uncle Sugar's on. I know there's some people's over there, which they're gonna come back and watch a replay of this. And like I said, the stalking laws, the bullying laws are different in different states. And I just gave you the example how they differ in different states. California, you get 1 year to 5 years. With Georgia, you get 1 year to 10 years. $1,000 fine in California, a $10,000 fine in Georgia. No, I think a $1,000 fine in Georgia. The only thing the same is the $1,000 fine, but the length of time is different.
Mm-hmm. I think that's also. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I think also in those two states right there, that's also associated with the fact that stalkers wind up raping women or men wind up killing men, and robbing them. I think that's why it sounds like that level of felony crime is associated with, if they can prove malice and aforethought, that
Yeah.
several times prior to you causing this person physical harm, that you were seen or heard or wrote letters when they told you to stop, leave me alone. You kept calling them. You start sending them flowers and shit with your infatuation. And then when you didn't get it your way, you killed them.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this final word. I'm gonna let you have a final word. Then I'll get off here. The
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, the thing is, stalking and bullying. You don't have to. You don't have to say nothing to nobody. Don't have to say nothing. It don't have to be just words. It don't have to be physical. It's just the way you act towards a person that might be threatening. That's the bottom line to it. In the final word, Mr. Y2K Papa Wheel.
Yeah. In closing, I want to thank you for allowing me once again to come on your panel, and I hope I shared some information that other people that were in the chat can relate to, although they may not have said nothing about it. Hopefully, I said it all for all of us. And in closing, I just want to invite y'all over to our show. Kalani is letting me know that nobody else in our sector is starting up a show that we could go over and have some interesting topics. And thank you, D Truth, for letting me come on your show.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And hey, Kalani, I understand working, bro. Hey, when the morning show come, when the morning show come on, I be working, and anybody else that comes on, I be working. I catch the playback, and I listen to them on the way to the house, and it just it's that saying, "Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you." That's not. Don't take that as go stalk somebody because you want somebody to stalk you. Don't go bully somebody because they want to bully you. But we gotta take into consideration the ones that been is the bully probably getting bullied themselves, and we gotta sit down. Like I said, we gotta sit down and talk to each other and find out what really is wrong, especially to our kids, because it ain't nothing else better than life itself. Because we only got one life to live. That used to be a soap opera, but it's the truth. We got one life to live, and we living it right now. You got to choose how you want to live it. Don't let nobody else choose how they want you to live it. You got to have your self esteem. You got to have your self confidence, and you got to roll with it. This has been your host, D Truth, with Papa Will on the panel. I love y'all. I hope y'all see y'all. I'll probably be back later, but I doubt it. But I will see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I will see y'all tomorrow with another subject. And you know, when I bring the subject, it is hard, it is powerful, it is subject that we need to be talking about. Peace and love.